Hey guys, it's Ella. I was supposed to have a photo shoot today, but we've now entered this stage of BC where it's best known as Rain-Couver. So we were rained out. So I thought today I would take some time and I would just make a video for you. So I'm in a ton of photography groups online, like on Facebook or like email lists. And I noticed that there's always one thing that everyone wants to know. And everyone wants to know what gear you have, like what you shoot with, your lenses, all that stuff. So I thought I would show you today what's in my camera bag. Now, I actually have 3 camera bags. So I have my small one, which is not really that little, I realize. So I have him that I use for like some more simple shoots where I know that I'm only gonna need 1 or 2 lenses. And then I have my big backpack that I have, just has more room for like if I wanna bring like a multitude of lenses or like maybe 2 different cameras. And then I actually have a wheelie case. And that one I use if I'm going on a trip and I'm bringing my camera because it's a little bit more protected. And then I can wheel it instead of having to carry it, which is nice. And that one fits a ton of stuff. It's insane. I'll show you guys that in a minute. I'll go through what's in my little one first. So I had a photo shoot last night on the beach and I only brought 2 lenses. So my camera, I have a Nikon D700. It's full frame. It's the one I use for all of my shoots. Attached to it right now, I've got my 85mm 1.8, and I love this lens. It's probably my favorite. I use it for almost all of my portrait shoots. So yeah, D700 with my 85, that's my main combination. I do have some other lenses as well though. Okay, so my second most used lens is of course the 50mm. And this one is the 1.4. This one I really like to use for, yeah, like full body, if there's groups of people. I also like that it has the aperture ring on the bottom. My 85 has that as well. So if I did want to use it with a film camera that doesn't have like an automatic aperture setting where you just spin the dial on the actual camera, you actually have to do it on the lens, I can switch it on both. Okay, so this is my film camera that I use sometimes. I haven't used it very much lately. But I used to use it quite a bit, especially when I was in university. So this is a Nikon Eeehm, and it's film 35. I do have a 50mm on here. Let's see if it'll get in focus. It's not 100% manual. There is an option on here to be auto shutter speed with the aperture that you can set. So the aperture is manual with the manual aperture ring. But there is an option on here as well to set the shutter speed at 90. So that's 1/90th of a second. And then you can set your aperture accordingly. It's very, very small. It's really light. It shoots really beautiful pictures though, and I really love it. But I don't use it too often, or at least I haven't been lately, which is kind of sad. Okay, so this is my backpack. And this has the rest of my kit that I use on the regular. It's quite large. It also like breaks my back every time I have to carry it around, so that's why I got the smaller one, because it's just lighter. It's just way better. Okay, so in here I have my 24-70 2.8, and I also really love this one. It's not as good for close-ups as my 85, I think, but it's nice to have if you don't have a lot of idea of the space that you're gonna be shooting in. You're not sure if you're gonna be able to use the 85 because you might have to back up too far and you just can't. So it's nice to have the option of this with the zoom. And also I like using this one in the studio as well. Because especially if I'm in a small studio space, like when I use my living room, I don't have to worry about backing all the way up into the kitchen. I can just zoom out a little bit. So this is the 24-70. Okay, so I have one other lens that I use, and that is my Lensbaby Composer. So this is really cool. But the Lensbaby gives you insane effects. This little bit inside is the aperture ring that you can actually take out. So there's no aperture ring, you can't set the aperture in camera. You actually physically have to take out this little ring and then replace it with a different aperture ring. So I have like everything from 1.4 up to 11, I think. It also comes with, well, I had to buy it separately, but also has some other rings that have designs on them. There you go. See, that one's kind of like a weird splotch. This one kind of looks like a rose. This one's a star. Where's another cool one? Oh, this one's a heart. So I'm sure you've seen those photos on Pinterest or wherever where they've all got these crazy like bokeh in the background with all the lights. There is other ways you can do it, but this way is easier. Probably also more expensive, but this one's cool too. It's like a wave. So again, I don't use this super often because I'm kind of been getting away lately from the more kind of like surreal fantasy images and getting more just into straight fashion. So sometimes it just doesn't work. It just makes it too busy. Okay, so got a few other things in here I can show you guys as well. The Instax Fujifilm, and it does shoot the really large, like the really wide stuff. So it's not square like a Polaroid. Actually, I have a stack of them right here. So that's how big they are. Very, very large. But they're really cool. It's kind of hard to control because there's no really any manual settings on it. The options for setting the controls is literally brighter, darker, and how far away. So like I've got a stack of them here. I really like these. Oh, that one's upside down. Sorry, guys. And what I usually like to do, this one actually the shutter only opened halfway. So I got a sticky shutter on it. I don't know how to fix it. So sometimes I just kind of have to like pop it open with my finger. What I like to do with this camera is just set up my shot and then I'll do my shoot, and then sometimes I just take a quick photo just at the end. Just because it's nice to have the instant like gratification of like, oh, this shot like really works. You know, so yeah. And I've got more of these like lying around the house. I don't really have them like up anywhere. They're kind of just, I need to put these on my website, so I'll scan them at some point. Let me just put this down. So I've been using my Prism quite a bit lately, and also this. There we go. It's just from Michael's. I think it was like $6 and I had a coupon for 40% off. Perfect. So for this little guy, what I actually did is I went into Michael's one day, like an hour or two before a shoot, and I was looking for a Prism because I wanted to try it out. I couldn't actually find a Prism in Michael's because they just don't have them, so they were sold out. So I went to the jewelry section and got this. And this I actually find that I like a little bit better than the Prism, just because it gives like some interesting effects. The Prism is obviously long and like rectangular, or technically triangular. But when you do it, it's like one solid chunk. So you can like, you know, reflect it either way, blah, blah, blah. This one's round. And because it's so multifaceted, it throws off more light. So it's kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna go into my big case now. It's really large. So actually what I'm gonna do is just move the camera. Hold on. Okay. So, this, oh my god, this is my big case. It's ginormous. Like I said, it's so huge. I bought it when I was in school so that I could wheel my stuff onto the subway and onto the bus, which was a great idea. So in this case, I do have just like a few more things, not a lot. I've got my light meter, little blue Iconic. It's not super fancy, but sometimes it's necessary. So this is the second last camera that I wanted to show you guys. Anyone want to go on a film adventure? Hit me up. Okay, so this is my Yashica Matte 124G. This is probably my most favorite camera that I own. So freaking cool. And I don't use it, like I said, as often as I should. I really should just like, you know, go outside and just mess around with it. But I'm scared of wasting film because film's expensive. I do have like a huge stack of film in my room actually. I shouldn't be scared of it. I should just use it, right? But I don't. So if anyone, like I said, if anyone wants to go on a film adventure, if you live in Vancouver and want to go on a film adventure, hit me up because I got all this film and all these film cameras that I need to use more often. So this is my favorite one. Last camera that I have that I've actually just got, it was like a steal of a deal. Some girl had like a moving sale and I got it from her. And it's this little Polaroid. It's the totally automatic one, like you literally can't do anything. There's like a neutral density filter, so you just turn this, and whether it's like too bright, you can make it darker, and that's about it. But yeah, that's it. That's all you can do. And I don't have film yet for it. I'm still looking to see like where I can find the best deal. So I'm just been looking on eBay and Amazon, trying to find something that's maybe a little cheaper. Not sure if I'm gonna actually be successful on that. I might just end up ordering it from the Impossible project, so we'll see. So yeah, so I have this one as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my camera bags, plural. I mean, I've got all my studio equipment, but I feel like that should be its own video. So I'm gonna leave that at this. And if you guys have any questions about the cameras themselves or lenses, you can leave a comment below. Also, if you could awesomely subscribe, that would be amazing. And like I said in my first video, I'm gonna start posting as regularly as I can. So today was kind of like unplanned. I just decided this morning I should do this. I do have 2 behind the scenes videos coming up soon. So one is from last night from a beach shoot. The other one is actually from the end of September from my studio shoot that I did in my living room here, and I'm really excited to show you guys those. And yeah, if there's anything else you want to see, any questions that you guys have for me, leave a comment and I'll either answer them or make a whole video about it. We'll just see what happens. So yeah, subscribe. If you guys can maybe even go to my Facebook page or my Instagram. The links are on the bottom, and follow me. Let's be friends. So that's it for now. This is what I got in my camera bag. So now you guys don't have to ask me. I'm kidding. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.